It's Sunday night. We're all here together. Let's see if anybody's going to join us tonight. Getting a few things ready. Let's see. It is Mercury retrograde, everybody, so we'll see if we have any technical issues. There's a couple people there. Hi, Katie. How are you? Hope you're good. Let's see here. Well, we are tonight going to start talking a little bit about Mercury retrograde. It took effect today, and so, hi, Lauren. Lauren's there with us. So Mercury retrograde. Okay. So, lots of people, hi Shy, I see you. Lots of people during Mercury retrograde will start having communication issues, will start having technical issues, travel issues. Hi Mars, hi. I see you guys there. Thanks for being here. It's so good to have all of you guys joining every week. I'm so excited about it. Everybody seems to be really getting something out of it, setting our positive weekly intention. It's been lots of fun. And it makes me want to keep going because you guys keep telling me how much you like it. So thank you so much for doing that. Let me see here. I think that glare on my glasses is driving me nuts. I'm going to shut that out. All right, good. Let's see if I can still see you. There, that's better, I think. All right, so again, we're going to talk a tiny bit about Mercury retrograde. It's set today. It's here until, I believe it's May the 3rd. I'm not an astrologist, but I do like to check my horoscope and kind of check all of that information out. So I have to look it up just like you guys do. But Mercury retrograde, it happens about 3 or 4 times a year. And what happens during this time is like communication again. I was just saying communication issues, technology issues, and travel issues. So during this time from today till May 3rd, if you don't have to sign contracts, if you don't have to do any new business dealings, new relationships, it's a smart time to kind of put those things off until you really have to, until after May 3rd. If you can't, then just be easy with yourself, trust your intuition, and just go lightly, tread lightly on it. Hi, Whitney, I see you there. Thank you for being here, all the way from Michigan. So just be easy with yourself during this Mercury retrograde. Lots of people can feel it a week or two before and even a week or two after. It's kind of funny. I think it's kind of getting, I don't want to say hip, but kind of cool to know what's happening with Mercury retrograde. Hi, Brittany, I see you there. Thanks for being here. But again, for anybody joining now, it's from today, April 9th through May 3rd. Be careful with your communication, kind of think before you speak, or try to anyway, and be really clear. Just try to be really, really clear with your intention, and maybe be easy with yourself about it, okay? Now, even travel. So if you don't have to travel, maybe try to make your plans after May 3rd. You can tend to go through like delays or issues when traveling during Mercury retrograde. So I can't even say Mercury retrograde. Thank you very much. So thanks guys again for being here. Let's talk real quick about our previous paintings. So what was our first one? Our first one was, ta-da! I believe it was patience, right? So being patient with yourself, putting yourself as number one, always good. The next one was love. So communicating and connecting with others from a space of love. So that's what that red color again was bringing through. And if you guys are still using those paintings, those are still great. If you feel like you need to go back to that intention and use that in your meditation, you can certainly do that. That's a very smart thing to do. The next one that we did was breathing, your breath. So connecting to your breath and seeing that breath connect to source, to God, angels, your guides there. And then of course it was easy. So planting that seed of being easy with yourself, kind of allowing yourself to bloom naturally without any frustration. And then last week's was grounding your energy. So like the tree, I really like that. I really kind of connected with that. And so This week, how I used that painting was I was able to be a mentor at Confidence Con. It was so much fun, and that event was a really, really cool event of empowerment for girls in the Oklahoma City community. And I was so elated to be able to be a part of it. And I tell you, it was probably one of my favorite speaking engagements I've done so far. And I mean in all the years that I've been doing this. So I've been doing it over a decade with my old business partner. And we went all over the place, all over the United States, speaking and doing events. And I'm telling you, Saturdays was, to me, felt the most connected. I did feel like I was the most grounded. But I have to tell you, it was probably the most, I want to say, off the cuff and out of love and from the space of who I truly am. It just really felt really good. I felt really grounded in the space of my own energy. So if you all were feeling any of that this week too, please share. I'd love to hear how you were connecting to trying to work on being grounded, how you felt as if you were not grounded, or how you feel as though you were accomplishing being grounded. That would be awesome. I have to say that today, letting Anderson, before I was coming here, her dad has her, and she was freaking out like a psycho. So in that moment, I did not feel grounded. So I had to come back here before we started and ground and chill myself out because she was crazy. So anyway, I'm very grateful for her dad. Hi, Dar. I see Darcy's there. So let's go ahead and begin. Do we want to connect with each other and connect and see what is going to be our intention for the week? So again, most of you all know how this works. We're going to call on our guides and angels and ask them to come through and see what comes through as our collective intention and connection that we have together. So let's call on our guides and angels so everybody can take a deep breath in and exhale out. Okay, and so let's call on our guides. So guides and angels on our right, guides and angels on our left, guides and angels in front, and guides and angels in back to balance and harmonize our session and leave us in the light. Well, not session, but our intention, and leave us in the light and allow nothing but the highest, the truest, or the best to manifest upon us now. As soon as I said that, I felt very grounded. So I do feel some of you are doing that with me. I feel very connected with you all when we do that, when we set that moment of protection for ourselves. So thank you for being a part of that. Let's see. As soon as I connect, I start getting the feeling, let me see here, and I'll paint in just a moment, but I do feel like the guides are talking about releasing. Okay. You know, this week in the conversation, or what I was speaking about, was manifesting. And we were talking about manifesting whatever it is in our life that we're wanting. Hi, Savannah, I see you there. Thanks for being here. And so we were talking about manifesting, and very early on when we're wanting to manifest, and that can be lots of different things. We can want to manifest good health, abundance in our life. It can be a career path. It can be to feel grounded. It can be the intention, wanting just to manifest patience with ourselves. Whatever those intentions or that goal of manifestation, whatever that is, really having to release the attachment to the outcome is really what you have to do. Hi, Jay, I see you there. Thank you for being here. And as I said that, I could feel kind of the rise in my chest of almost of anxiety of having to know that I was having to release the attachment to the outcome. So let's everybody just take a collective breath in together, if you would. So take a deep breath in and exhale out. Okay. And so what happens there is we allow ourselves to let go of the anxiety of wanting to hang on to the attachment of whatever that is. So if that's wanting a certain amount of money in your career, or wanting to be changing jobs, whatever that is, that control of that goal of that manifestation, it's about planting that seed. Interesting, because I want to go back to few weeks ago. We want to plant that seed of intention like we did here in this painting. We want to plant the seed and allow that energy to bloom, okay? We want it to naturally unfold to us. We want to ground ourselves in knowing that that's happening for us, okay? But again, in order to do that, we have to know that that seed is planted. And what happens is, I'm using this as an example, we let go. We let go of the outcome. And what happens there is we also then let go of the attachment to our timeline, which can be very frustrating for some of us. when we want things to happen now. Sometimes it's not going to happen on our own timeline. It's going to happen naturally and on God's timeline, the universe's timeline, and we can't always control that. So that tonight, I say that and I start to get hot. It's frustrating sometimes when it doesn't happen for us when we want it to. But I'm telling you that if you meditate and if you journal, and again, our meditation night's tomorrow night, on Mondays we meditate. When we let go and we sit in the moment, those things that we are wanting to manifest will naturally come closer to us, okay? It doesn't mean that hard things come up or hard things don't come up for us, because they will. But when we're naturally in a very grounded space, we will be able to handle those situations in a better way and be able to move forward, okay? And again, I just kind of want to say we just want to let go of that attachment to the outcome, okay, of whatever it is we're wanting to manifest. So I'm painting now. We've got our white canvas here, and the color coming through tonight, very often a color can mean, hi Heath, I see you, thanks for being here. Very often colors can change for me, so they have meanings, they have feelings, and tonight the color is purple. Very often the color purple is peace for me, but tonight the color is transformation. So rather than holding on to the energy that it is that you're wanting to create for yourself. Oh, interesting. Okay. So at first when I started to paint, I was seeing the painting be a hand kind of coming out. And of course we all know that I finger paint for a living here, right? So they don't always show up exactly the way I intend it, but relinquishing control here. Let's see. And allowing it just to take shape is really interesting to me, because what I see here, what's happening is, to me it looks like I'm trying not to get paint on the other thing. It looks to me like a limb. It's a limb off of this tree. Isn't that cool? That's exactly where my head goes. So I want you all to think of manifesting. I want to kind of show both paintings here. We're manifesting. We're grounded in that tree energy. We're putting those roots down into the ground. Hi, Aviana. Hi, Ann. Thanks for being here. And what happens is we're going to let go of the attachment to that outcome, and we're going to see that our bodies as that tree and our arm as one of those limbs, and just see that there, kind of waiting to receive, waiting to receive that apple on that branch, if you will. Okay? And that's what this is. Very interesting. So I'm just going to continue to put those limbs here. But again, I want you to imagine and think of yourself just allowing the energy to kind of unfold, to manifest the goals, the desires that it is that you're wanting, and to not have, and let me tell you, it's difficult. It's hard for me, it's hard for a lot of us, but the only reason I can and am able to at times, because surrender. Thanks, Aviana. Yes, you have to surrender. It is hard, but the way that I remember to do that, I know Aviana will say the same. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, ground yourself, be in that safe space, and very often it is meditation that will get me there. And so it is really crucial for me to not feel anxiety in the moment and stay grounded. So here we go. Okay. And again, that tree, it's transformation. Interesting how it went last week from grounded to tonight, release. Release is the intention. We're wanting to release. And I want to take that from Aviana, surrender. Thank you. We're surrendering that outcome. But that color in the painting is transformation. So we're allowing the growth. We're allowing things to change for us. So again, let's show last week's painting, because it's cool to me how it transfers from this to this. So there we go. So very groovy. I like that. So I wanted to let you all know, again, I do have a lot of people saying that they're very excited about our Monday meditation, which I'm very excited about as well. It's been really going great. We've had lots of a really good turnout, and I continue to want that to be growing for us. I also want to tell you, Miss Aviana there is having a Facebook Live meditation class, so everybody can do hers too. I think she's going to do hers on Sunday morning, so that's a really good thing to get involved into as well. And also in your meditations, when you're doing these at home, not just on Monday with me, you can also, again, using these meditations or paintings through your meditations and connecting with them and seeing them unfold. And again, I've said this before, but a lot of my clients will take a screenshot of that painting off of Facebook, and they will put those as a screenshot on their phone, so that every time they put in that password on their iPhones or whatever phone you have, it's a reminder to connect in that moment to your breath, connect to that grounded energy, and in each painting's intention. So in this week, of course, that would be releasing the control to the outcome. Okay? All right, guys, that was our intention for the week. I hope you all loved it, and I appreciate you all so much. Aviana and I are supposed to this week have that YouTube channel on. I think we might have to extend it, don't you think, Aviana? I know we've kind of spoken about that a bit. It's the darn Mercury retrograde, so I think we're gonna have to move it a little bit. So anyway, keep keeping together and posted with me, and I will make sure that we keep getting more information to you about all of the fun stuff that's coming, and there seems to be a whole bunch. So I love you all. I hope have a wonderful Sunday night, and I will see you soon. Bye.